Governor Polis will make his final State of the State address next week.
And for the first time since taking office, the governor is doing an interview in advance of that speech. He sat down exclusively with your political reporter, Sean Boyd. Sean joins us now. You've certainly covered his administration from day one.
Yeah, you think about it, a lot has happened over that time, including a pandemic. Governor Polis has led the state through unprecedented challenges, and in spite of that, has delivered on many of his promises. And he told me he's not done just yet. What is your top priority heading into your last year?
You know us, we have a very ambitious agenda in our final year.
Governor Polis has been at full throttle since taking office 7 years ago, through COVID, riots, 2 school shootings, and 4 of the most destructive wildfires ever.
It's hard to sprint. You sprint for 8 years, and that's always been the way we've approached it. Our team, we say, through the tape. We're running through the tape here.
As he nears the finish line, he remains focused on affordable housing, including a bill allowing homeowners to subdivide their lots, despite a lawsuit by several cities who claim the state is usurping local control. He also supports bills to lower home and auto insurance, remove regulatory barriers to renewable energy development, and prevent the release of dangerous offenders found incompetent to stand trial.
We are putting all of those pieces in place to make life in Colorado more affordable, sustainable, livable, and then that manifests itself over the next few years, and ultimately that's a big part of the legacy that I leave the state.
A state with a massive budget shortfall again this year. Polis proposed cuts to state agencies and a cap on Medicaid spending, but says he will resist cuts to K-12 schools.
One of the reasons I ran for governor is so kids would have access to preschool and kindergarten, and we got that done. There's one area that I'm disappointed in what I got done as governor. It's healthcare. And while we have a long litany of achievements in healthcare, we cannot fix it as a state.
And he says President Trump isn't helping, cutting funding to Colorado after Polis refused to transfer former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters to a federal prison where Trump could pardon her. Polis says he is considering clemency.
She got a sentence that was harsh. It was a 9-year sentence. So we always look at people's sentences, and when you have people that are elderly, and we're looking at this across a number of people in our 70s and our 80s in our system, how much of a threat to society are there, and how do we balance that in a way that makes sure that they can spend their last few years at home?
As for how he plans to spend time once he leaves office, the governor wouldn't say.
You never know what comes next.
While he's not discussing his long-term plans, the governor told me the week after he leaves office, the Sundance Film Festival comes to Boulder, and he is looking forward to watching lots of movies without his phone going off every second. I think it's going to be bittersweet for him. As for his speech next week, I expect we are going to hear about his latest plan to save us all money. He talked about that from day one, too. I don't expect we will probably hear much about things like wolf reintroduction, which he told me he thinks is going very well, despite Fish and Wildlife threatening to take it over.
And we know whatever he does say, you will cover it for us and bring us the latest right here on CBS News Colorado. Thanks, Sean.